Good morning and welcome to another day, the video diary, and today is day number 256. And today, stuff gets real. I'm currently working on absolute overdrive mode. I'm walking to the bank right now. I'm walking the fastest possible route to the closest possible bank at my fastest possible casual walking space, where I am able to talk to you at the same time as talking, as walking even. But I am also avoiding dogs barking at me, and I am organising a hell of a lot of things. Let me take my glasses off. Since I've gotten up this morning, I've done a hell of a lot more than yesterday. I got up about an hour ago. Today I've gotten up a lot earlier and I've been a lot more productive with my day. Essentially this morning I've already done 2 maths papers, which is good. I've also planned somewhere in the city to a certain extent. I've been pricing it up. It looks relatively expensive, I'm not going to lie. It's about £60 there and back on the train for 2 people. So hopefully, I wouldn't obviously go down by myself, I'd go with someone. So if I can find someone who would like to go with me, then it'll be £30 each. Say? Yes, I've looked into staying over multiple days, but it's going to be expensive. I'm still going to price it up a little bit more just to see if I can find a cheap deal or something. But I'm not sure I'll be able to go for more than 1 day due to the price. And I'm going to university this year. I need a sum of money. I can't just dip into it a lot and spend it. I need to buy a computer at the very minimum. So, yeah, I'm thinking about somewhere in the city. I'm planning it this week. I definitely haven't got work that weekend, so I can definitely go. I'm just going to find out the best possible day to go and figure out the pricings, maybe to stay over and do it again, because I'm too far away to go there, come back, go again the next day, you know what I mean? So, I'm believing that that isn't a possibility, so I'll have to just go for 1 day, yeah, essentially. Okay, so I've planned that. I've also done my maths papers, I told you about that, and I'm also planning the space mission, because it needs planning, it does. I'm setting up a development team. I've set up a team of names of people who I think will be good for the jobs that I need them to be able to do. I need a team to make it and design it, so I'm thinking the physics kids, with a few DT kids to help us make it and stuff. Obviously half of that stuff isn't thinking. I've decided on a date. I mean, am I even making sense? I don't think I am. But I've decided on a date for the space mission. I've decided on a lot of things, essentially. I'm coming on this walk now so that I can decide once and for all, like, the best methods of getting money and advertising it and making the costs as minimal as possible, because the pricing up is going to be above £300 to do the mission. And that's only with 1 camera, and I would obviously prefer to have 2. Maybe 1 pointing that way, 1 pointing down, obviously. What I've just decided so far is to contact a few people I know who will be good for advertising, because Computing James E will be brilliant at getting us potential sponsors and stuff like that. That'd be amazing. I'll be able to contact people like news groups, traffic control, because I need to contact them once I've finalised the exact date, because I've got to run it past everyone else as well. I've got to contact news groups, anyone else who might be interested in sponsoring us or publicising it a bit more for us. I'm thinking of doing the best that I possibly can to advertise it by setting up a page on my blog which will be dedicated to it, dedicated to giving updates and stuff, and then I will be able to feed that through Twitter and Tumblr and everything that I've got like that. So essentially I will publicise it that way. I was then thinking of making a video for the main channel about it, but I'm not entirely sure what to say because nothing's finalised. I can't really ask you for anything, so I can't do that. But I'm definitely going to advertise it on the main channel. We'll make a trailer for it before the full video comes out, when of us actually doing it. That's as much as I can do. It's not a lot, but I can do that much to advertise it. But unfortunately that's all the publicity I can really give it, realistically, because all I can do is release a vlog about it, release the trailer for it, write a blog post about it, then post all of those to stuff like Twitter and Google Plus and stuff like that. But beyond that, there's not much else I can do. And it'll have to do. It'll be good. It'll be a good start. I've just got to figure out how to vlog about it because I've got nothing to ask for, so I don't know on that front, but I'm definitely going to attempt to do that. And then obviously there's the event itself, the whole thing about us releasing it, making it and everything. That'll all be filmed and made into a video, and then us racing to go and get it, that'll be filmed and made into another video that I'll edit and put onto my channel. And then obviously there's the money that we can gain from that, from advertising, putting adverts on it and stuff like that. There's a very minimal amount of money we can gain from that, but it's possible. Obviously live blogging, blah, 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 blah. That's everything I can do. Apart from that, we've got to be able to get it on the school website, get it on the school TVs, get it on the school email. We want it to spread like wildfire. Everyone needs to know about it. Everyone needs to be up for it and excited about it. Everyone needs to be willing to enter the raffles and things that we're going to make up to attempt to get more money and funding for it. Essentially, we're not limited on the budget. We've got £1,000, which is more than enough. But obviously, the more we can get that reduced, the more feedback and funding we can get, the more liable it is and the better it will be, so that we can make it better and then maybe do it every year, even though obviously I won't be there next year to run it again. So wherever we can reduce the price or get other people to help pay for it, if we can break even, that's my target, to break even. It's going to be impossible, it's a good target though, I always aim high and all that. Hey, quiet, I'm vlogging here. But really, beyond all of that, there's not much else we can do. Beyond all of that level of advertising, there's not much else I can do. I can talk to Lovely. Maybe Lovely would be willing to put it on her blog, but then she's got the same problem I do. In fact, we've all got the same problem I do, because I've got the biggest online presence out of everyone. I would say I don't think I know of anyone else in our school who's got more than 100 subscribers on YouTube or a blog. I don't even get many hits on my blog, but it's worth a go, because I don't think, because it's one of those things that's driven underground where people do it, they keep quiet about it. Many people know that I have a YouTube channel with however many subscribers, with that much reach. And it's a bit sad that I'm like the second best hope, like the best underground hope of getting a bit of advertising or a bit of get the word out there. It's not sad, like I'm proud of that, but it's a bit big-headed to say it, but it's true, because not many other people have it. I would assume that because of that YouTube audience that I've gained from the Interesting Word of the Week, which I deprive of videos all the time, because of that I have potential to reach them and let them know about it. That's all I can do, is just let people know about it. But it's like the best I can do, and it's the best a lot of people could do, apart from obviously going down the school. This turned very big-headed, you know what I mean, right? But I could talk to other people who I know have this kind of things, and then get them to link out to all of my stuff, potentially, just to get more advertising and things. Lovely could post onto her blog to link directly to mine and advertise it by that, or just put my blog onto her blog, and then we've covered like 2 websites, Blogger and WordPress. It's just basically the more people we can get to talk about this, the better, essentially. The larger an online footprint we can possibly get, the more interested news groups would get and stuff like that and that and that, and then we'll be able to get them to cover the story, and it'd be good publicity for the school and stuff like that and that and that. And we've got a month to do it all in. That's scary, right? I've been looking into the pricings, and well, I haven't looked into it since I last looked into it, but it's going to be about £300 for the most basic possible setup that would work. That's for the helium, the balloon, the camera, the GPS. That's it, right? The string, lol. But then I'm not sure what the person who's helping me fund this wants to do with it. Maybe they want to set off multiple balloons. And obviously we kind of want 2 cameras, so that's already bumped up the £300 price bracket. We need the cars to go out and go and get it. We need the cameras to film the cars going out and get it, because that's the Top Gear-esque race we're going to do and post on the internet. So essentially this is everything that's going on in my head right now. I know it doesn't make much sense. It makes sense in my head. I've got a weird brain where it just thinks about absolutely everything at the exact same time, and I find it very difficult to express it all to you. I'm sorry. So I've got some money now that I've just got out of the bank to go out to town tonight. That's one of the things crossed off my list. I've done a couple of maths papers. Hello. Maybe that driver should pay more attention to their parking prowess as opposed to the guy who's walking down the street vlogging. Maybe then she wouldn't like hit the garage or anything. Yeah, I've got some money out so we can go to town tonight. We're going clubbing, which will be exciting. We're going to stay longer than just an hour though this time, which means we've got to get the night bus back, which is relatively terrifying. But oh well, it'll be fun. It'll be a fun experience. Hopefully I'll be able to film. I won't be able to vlog because it's town, night time, scary, and a nightclub, and it's too loud. And obviously copyrighted music and all that jazz. Yeah, so we're doing that later. Going back to continue to plan this, planning somewhere in the city, doing some maths papers. So much stuff, so much stuff. I need to plan videos for the main channel. I've got one video planned, but I'm not sure how well it'll go. I'm not sure if I can make an entire video around this one tiny little idea. I've got like sitcoms I've thought about doing. So much, I need to start writing all this down. Whew, yes, told you overdrive. Told you I was kicking everything into overdrive from now on. Working 24/7, literally. The only good thing / downside to doing this base mission does mean that my entire online presence becomes entirely known to virtually everyone who's involved, which would be the whole school kind of, because they'll all know about the blog posts. They'll all know, should I set up a Twitter account? No, that was stupid. They'll all know about the blog post, they'll know about the video when it gets posted to my channel. yeah, that's either a good thing or a bad thing. It's a good thing because I want people to know now, because it'd just be so advantageous to every situation. However, it's a bad thing because then I lose, hello Mr. Doggy. But it's also a bad thing because I lose the ability to tell you exactly what I'm feeling all of the time. I can't talk about anyone anymore because they might potentially watch it. I can't lie to anyone, which is a big thing for me because I'm a compulsive liar. If someone says, oh, do you want to do this? And I say, no, I can't, I'm doing this. It means I have to go out and do it, because they'd watch the video and see that I haven't done it, unless I lie to you as well. And then what's the point in having a video if I lie to it all the time? But it's a good thing, I'm going to do it anyway, so balls to it. People have to find out at some point or another. When I go to university, people will find out about this, because it'll be like one of the first things I say. Tell us something interesting about yourself. Well, I have a video, I have a YouTube channel. In fact, I have 2. Lol. And I'm back home and it is literally official now. And look, we have our own little freaking blog post, and I've cheated a little bit to make it look like the blog post has its own little page. When, oh my god, where's a mouse? I can't see through the camera. There we go. When it really, all it is just a category search. But it looks like its own page. And we've gone live, metaphorically speaking. I've shared this post to Twitter, Tumblr, and Google+, which means that any one of my Google+ friends will be able to find it, or any one of the friends that doesn't know about YouTube or this side will be able to find this page here, where conveniently on the side there's a picture of my YouTube user thingy guide thing and links to my YouTube daily vlogs, Twitter, Tumblr, and Google+. Exciting! So now that's launched, I've also been pricing everything up, and it looks like we've still got to figure out a couple of things. We've got to figure out the size of the balloon we need, and thus the amount of helium. We need to figure out the GPS system we're going to use. We need to figure out how to make so much, like, fundraise for it. And also if it's possible to do the Top Gear race thing, because the Top Gear race would be amazing if we could race to go and get it and have cameras in the car, have flip cameras. That'd be awesome if we could do that, then I'd edit it and it'd be brilliant. Oh my god, I just need to figure out if we're allowed. So yeah, it's officially a thing. Whew. I've talked to Lovely, and Lovely feels comfortable blogging about it if she can think of something to say. I'm not forcing her to do it. But if she can think of something she wants to say about it, then she will, and I'll link it through it from that page. It's going to be a list of, it's basically my blog's now turned into 2 hubs. It's my hub for my life, and for this, which is a considerably large portion of my life, I believe you would agree, considering that it's going to take a lot. I love how we're doing this just around exam period as well. That's called being a hardcore mother fooper, baby. Which reminds me, a link to the blog page as it stands at the moment is in the description down below for you to peruse. And if you feel the need to, like, spread the word or anything, I don't mind. I honestly don't mind. Honestly, don't mind. But as you may have guessed from the scene change and the outfit change, I am now going out on the towns, baby. And first, let it be said right now, right, that it's cold, bloody freezing, right? And I could have my lovely long coat on, but I can't have a lovely long coat on in a club. Oh, it's so annoying. So I've got to, like, make do with, you know what, guys, you know, right? Someone takes away some of your pockets, you are not happy. Not happy. You like your pockets. We like putting in things in our pockets. Girls have bags, we have pockets. We can put a lot of things in our pockets. You take away 2 massive pockets on the side of my coat. I'm not a happy bunny. I've got to live with these pockets that are in skinny jeans, and skinny jean pockets don't look attractive when there's a camera sat in it, or a phone. So yeah, I've got phone in one pocket, ID in the same pocket, £10 note in that one. I've then got keys and bus fare in that one, and I've then got my secret stash pocket. All guys know what their secret stash pocket is as well. And what else forgot? That's it, right? Yeah, lol. I told you stuff started getting real today. I told you that I was into overdrive mode, and being in overdrive mode, all work, no play. Jamie has a dull day, so you work hard and you play hard. That's what I'm going to go and do now. We're going to go and play hard. There was a little bit of I wasn't very happy with the amount of money that I was taking with me. I went to go get £20 from the bank because I'm on a budget and I don't want to spend a lot of money. However, I then panicked. So Dad's lent me 15 because I was going to go to the bank and get another 20 out. But if I get 20 out, then it's never going to go back into my bank. So he's lent me 15, which is in a super secret stash pocket, along with another £10 note. That's mine, obviously. And I obviously don't want to dip into that in any stage, because that'd be gross if I dipped into that. I don't really want to go over £20. I'll obviously pay father back, but I don't want to. I'm not going to lie to you either. I'm probably not going to vlog while I'm there. I might film, I might get a few clips of the fancy lights if they're amazing. I don't know where we're going, no one ever tells me anything, so I don't know. I might film like the fancy lights or something amazing like that, but I probably won't vlog. In fact, I can definitely guarantee you that I won't vlog, unless I do in a minute and then I look intensely stupid. Because let's face it, a night on the towns on a Friday night is not the best place for vlogging, let's be honest. This is dangerous now, me walking down here, talking to you now. I could get stabbed at any moment. It's only because of my alert ninja sensors that are able to tell me if anyone's around, in which case I stop vlogging and act all casual like. But we're getting the night bus at a ridiculously early time in the morning, so I suppose I will talk to you as I walk back from lovely Stop, as I drop her off home nice and safe. And then I'll walk back and tell you all about my evening and tell you how it's been, because I'm not entirely sure how I think it's going to go, because usually you go, I really can't be arsed, and I don't think I can be bothered, to be fair, but I said that last time and I really like it. I hope we don't go to a really claustrophobic club. I liked the last one because it was nice and big and the bass was amazing and the lights were and of course this time we don't have to leave at 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock because we have school the next day, which is good, because we don't have school the next day. We've just got a lot of work to do, a lot of planning to do, got a space mission to plan, lol. You don't see NASA people going to fricking clubs. So yeah, I'll talk to you in a couple of hours time. Of course, for you, the magic of editing, it's about like 0.1 of a nanosecond. Actually, it'll be 1/25th. No, it'll be 1/29th of a second. I'll see you. Jesus Christ! If I thought it was cold coming down, bloody hell, it's cold walking back. It's so early in the morning. It's so damn quiet. I genuinely don't know how loud we went and stood near the speakers on the dance floor. It genuinely feels like I've just been hit by a flashbang or something. Anyway, mind over matter, it's not cold, it's not too quiet. And I'm perfectly safe walking home. Excuse me if my eyes are darting all over the place looking for potential danger, potential threats. And this video is already long, so I'm gonna attempt to keep it relatively short as I tell you about my evening. Essentially what happened is we got to town, and then it was kind of like sideswiped from everyone. There was no specific plan. We walked into a bar, walked out of the back door of the bar, went into the next bar, had a vodka and coke. I did pretty damn well for money tonight, just saying. Yeah, I had a vodka and coke in that bar, got talking to loads of people were there. It was unbelievable how many people were out. Got talking to people who I didn't ever go out with, really. It's just people like Joe and stuff like that. And it was like, the first thing he said was like, how's your physics coursework doing? I'm like, finished it, 20 pages. And he's like, damn it, 18. I'm like, yeah, been trained, baby. Trained. But, yeah, so we bumped into him. He was like, oh, do you hear me? Why don't you have like a tequila slammer? Or why don't you have this? Why don't you have this? I was like, just to let you know, right, I've only ever drunk red wine and vodka and coke. And to be honest, I hate vodka and coke. So I'm not just going to casually start trying things under your supervision now. You're a bad influence. And then he laughed, and then it was fun. Apparently, though, I'll share his stories, he has bought to it. He was talking to, in his words, I'll quote him virtually, a really fit girl yesterday. And he went out yesterday as well. And he was talking to her, and then he got to the end. I don't know what that means. He told me he got to the end, so I'm putting it in earplugs. And then she asked him, oh, so what are you going to study in university? And he goes, maths. And then she just walked away, which I think is hilarious. And I've told everyone I've met since, including you. So yeah, basically there was then a dispute about where we were going to go next. And essentially there was the choices where we could either go to Rock City, which is like a massive arena thing. They've got amazing lights, amazing bass lines and stuff. And we could get in for free. I think that was the winning thing. Trapped. Or we could go to this place called Bop, which did like rock music. And oh, it would have been amazing if we'd gone to rock, because they did like prog rock upstairs, and then downstairs it was like 60s rock with the Beatles and stuff. And that'd have been awesome. I'd have been all over that dance floor, like, Beatles, baby. But I was sethered at Lovely's hip, so we went to Rock City. Lovely wanted to go to, well, I don't know what Lovely wanted to do. Lovely wasn't really bothered, but the majority of the girls all went there. So me, Sean, John, and the girls, essentially, and Will, went to Rock City, which was great. We then went inside, went upstairs, and just kind of like sat in a corner. We found a little corner, made it our own, Cool, brilliant. Got some drinks, got 2 vodka and cokes, and just casually sat around listening to the music and watching the lights from the balcony and stuff. And then, and I don't want to bring this video down, but I feel like, I'll tell you. But essentially, the majority of the girls, Sean and John, basically all went, oh, we're going to go dancing. No, all of the girls decided, oh, we're going to go dancing. And then Lovely said, do you want to come with us, or do you want to stay with the boys at the bar? I was like, well, I'll come with you. And then I would think it was a bit of an empty offer, because Lovely like pulled a face as if to say, oh no, he's going to come with me. So I bowed down and went to the bar with the boys. And I really hated myself for it to a certain extent, because I then ended up sitting with Will, and don't get me wrong, Will's lovely. I really like Will. I haven't spoken to him in a long time, so we got to catch up about loads of stuff, and it was good fun. It was. But then I was kind of sat up there, just lumbered into having to look after the coats and the bags and stuff, while Lovely was down there dancing, and I kind of like this second part of my brain just twinges, like, is she alright? Is she safe? And I went into like a really weird, like, I don't know, I can't explain it. But essentially I felt really like, I just want to be down there with you. I don't really want to be here with Will. And I kind of can't leave him, because otherwise he's on his own with the bags. And I could have gone down when you said that, but then you didn't want me to go down. Yeah, so I kind of sat with Will for a bit. Every now and again when people came back, I'd go for a wander and just go into like all the other places, walk around for a bit just to get my legs. And I'm not very good at staying in single places for a long time. But to be honest, I wasn't enjoying myself at all, because I had this little niggling thing, because I saw how busy the dance floor was, and I just want to protect you. Like when we walked from one bar to Rock City, Lovely said, oh, I just want to talk to Eve, walk with Alice. So I walked with Alice, and I can't do it. Every like 10 metres or so I just spin around just to see if she's alright. And I just I've got such a complex about protecting people. I don't want to overprotect people, but I can't underprotect them. I kick myself when I underprotect them, like how she went to the dance floor on her own. Kick myself for that, but then kick myself for overprotecting her when she's walking behind me and I can't see her and I don't know where she is, and it terrifies me. But it was a really good evening. From that point, Lovely came back. We kind of like bonded. We kind of knew, I think we knew that there was like a little bit between us, like, oh, I wanted to do this, and yeah, I don't know, I can't explain it, but we kind of knew that we weren't like, oh, hi Lovely, and Lovely saw that I was in a weird flippy mood where I was digging and I had to keep going for walks and stuff to calm down. But then Lovely came over and we talked about stuff. And then later she said, oh yeah, do you want to go and dance again? No, she says, oh, I'm going to go dance again, do you want to come and join me? I was like, yeah. I kind of just like shoved the drinks that I was looking after, left him with Will and some other people who were there at the time. I was like balls to it, I'm going, you can't stop me. So I went down to the dance floor with Lovely, and it was, I'm not going to lie, it's awkward. I'm not a very good dancer, I don't do dancing. It's an awkward thing. Tall people, I'm going to blame my height. Tall people aren't very good at dancing, we're just like too long, but I enjoyed it because I was listening to the music and watching the lights and watching Lovely, and Lovely was fine and she was all safe and it was perfect. Although it was very awkward to a certain extent, and I understand why Lovely might not necessarily, although she didn't think it, I understand why she'd want to go down on her own, because it's not really a coupley thing, is it? Couples don't go to clubs and like dance. It's weird, you know what I mean? But I don't know, I can't explain it. I know what I mean, and I understand why Lovely pulled the face when I said, oh yeah, I'll come with you and dance with the girls, who there were like 5 girls. And she was like, yeah, so yeah, I understand. I completely understand your position. And I respect it gratefully. And then basically we danced for a bit. Loads of people came back from other places. They came back to the place where we were. They started dancing as well, danced for a bit longer, and then went back upstairs to our little balcony, little spot, and just like sat and relaxed and talked for a bit, and then left early. I believe they'll still be there. They're thinking about getting the night bus now. So we caught the night bus, the second night bus out of 3 came home, took about 45 minutes to follow the night bus route until it's somewhere relatively close to Lovely's house, got out, walked Lovely home, and then I started talking to you in this freezing cold weather, on my own, in the dark, with a camera in front of me, because that's definitely the safest way to travel. And I have talked to you for ages today, and I really apologise about that, but I hope you see my enthusiasm about the space mission, which I'm going to get up early and plan a bit more in the morning. I've got to do some revision in the morning, but again, it's just gone 3 o'clock and I'm going to go inside, have a cup of tea, have a quick bite to eat, go to bed, as I normally do. Yeah, tomorrow is going to be very worky. I think the next 2 days are going to be worky, catching up with maths and stuff, before we go back to college on Monday. Yay. But I had a very nice evening. I didn't spend over £10, which was brilliant. I bought myself 4 vodka and cokes and Lovely 1 vodka and coke, because Lovely knows how much I'm relatively struggling with money and how much I want to save these days. So she refused me buying her drinks all night, and she spent £5 and I spent 10, essentially. So good job all round. I bought her a couple of drinks and everything was fine, and I had a lovely evening. I've had great fun planning and launching the space project, and I hope you read the blog post below if you're still watching this video. I'm assuming it's about 30 minutes long now. Is it, or is it 20? I don't know. About 25 if my maths is right. Okay, I'm gonna go home, cup of tea, bite to eat, bed. Catch you later.